Welcome to Tone Deaf, a theater nerd's guide for their musically challenged spouse. I'm Kay, a musical theater nerd.
And I'm Warren. I'm musically challenged.
So, you might be wondering, this is outside of the normal posting schedule. What the heck is going on?
It's something different. Different is scary. I don't like it, Kay.
So, this is going to be one of our first minisodes. So, yes?
I'll have to work on that name.
Minisode? That's what most people call them.
Oh, in that case, it's great and wonderful.
It's mini-episode. Minisode.
Minisode. They're very popular in Minnesota.
Oh, God. Oh, we're off to a great start.
They play them at mini marts. I'll show myself out now.
So, what happened is we went to see a live production of a annual show that's put on here in Utah at the Salt Lake Acting Company called Saturday's Voyeur. Now, hearing it, you might be going, Voyeur?
Those Utahns are into some kinky stuff.
So, a little bit of background. There was a musical that was really popular in the 80s and 90s here in Utah called Saturday's Voyeur. It's extremely Mormon-y, and it's a very popular show with them, and Saturday's Voyeur kind of takes that name, and then we also have a lot of parodies on Utah culture, on the majority religion here in Utah.
And how it is influenced by the legislature and stuff like that.
Yeah, like all of our laws are influenced by the religion here. Sorry, it's true for those who don't want to believe that.
Yeah, it's very true.
Saturday's Voyeur kind of puts up a mirror to Utah and goes, hey, stop.
Yeah.
And so this year they did, it was their 41st year doing this. Saturday's Voyeur was created by Alan Nevins and Nancy Borgnicht 41 years ago. This year it was directed by Cynthia Fleming. Michael G. Levitt was the musical director, and this year it was called Dark Light, a Fantasia, which you find out the Dark Light is Trump and all the hatred that has been coming about because of this presidency.
The miasma of gaslighting that has been very pervasive in the country for the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's this one, so they did one back during the Bush presidency that was really a downer, and I was kind of worried that this one would be as much of a downer, and it is a little bit more serious than usual years, because a lot of bad stuff has happened this past year, but they didn't make it go completely dark. Like,
it's true. Like, even though they were dealing with some very impactful subject matter, they, of course, were able to make everybody laugh, bringing in some humor. I think for me, the show really turned around when Mary Poppins showed up and started dropping F-bombs.
Yes. If you've ever wanted to hear Mary Poppins say the F word, come to Salt Lake City, come to Salt Lake Acting Company. This show will be running until September 1st of 2019, so if you're listening to this between June 26th and September of 2019. I mean, we're posting this in July, but that's...
Book a plane ticket. Come now. Drop what you're doing. Now. If you're feeding the baby, drop them.
No, don't drop the baby. Just sling the baby over your shoulder and run to the airport. And
fireman run.
Yeah, fireman run with your baby. They'll understand. Find a sitter. Because this show's just really good, and if you ever wonder about Utah... And
as everyone in the nation does.
Well, some people do wonder about us, but not because of good things.
Mm.
So
the mountains are very pretty.
Yeah, the mountains are pretty, and if you look at the mountains and ignore everything else, if you put on the blindfolds, then you'll be fine.
Don't look at the dark light.
Don't look at the dark light. There's a great Bird Box parody. It's just really awesome. So one of the reasons why I bring this show up is because this is a musical. And they parody a lot of songs in this show.
And I actually got some of the references. It was fantastic, because some of the shows we've done in the last few weeks they had songs that were referenced in there,
Mhm.
and it was I felt like Captain America in the first Avengers movie. Just I got that reference. I
Yes.
understood that reference. Like it was nice to feel a little more cultured.
Yeah, and they even do a thing from Seasons of Love that would be Season of Lies.
Yeah.
Or not Seasons of Love. Goodness, they do the song Seasons of Love from Rent and call it Season of Lies, and it's...
I should say they do the tune.
Yeah,
yes.
they do the tune, and it's just... Oh, it was really good. It was painful in some points.
Spooftacular.
Spooftacular. It was amazing. They also are a really great all-inclusive theater. I personally really liked this year's episode because of one of the characters is non-binary, and they actually do a song about being non-binary called 50 Ways to Name Your Gender. And I kind of, if anyone from Salt Lake Acting Company is hearing this, can you guys do just a video with that song so that I can maybe share it on Facebook so that people get a little bit of an explanation about being non-binary? Just a little bit.
And it was a good song, and they had some visual aids. I am still very much in the dark on a lot of it, but...
But it's a little enlightening.
It's a little enlightening.
It's a good entry point. And then you can go into more of it. But it's awesome. The cast was amazing. We have one of the cast members who has been with Salt Lake Acting Company and just in the theater scene forever. And she's brilliant. She plays Mary Poppin in this. Her name's Annette Wright. You can actually see her in some of the Hallmark originals, as well as she's in My Girlfriend's Boyfriend, High School Musical. She's in High School Musical. Because she's not just stage, she's stage and film and TV. She's brilliant, and I love Annette Wright.
She was a great character in this last show, too. Like, oh man.
I was so happy to see her. Because I haven't been back to see every year. We had a kind of a period where we weren't watching it. Just didn't have the time and the money. And so it's just great to get to see her on the Slack stage again. We also had a lot of newcomers. Like one of my favorite ones from this production was Jacob Wetloff. They were amazing. They were fantastic.
They were the non-binary characters.
Yes, and they were awesome.
They were really good.
I hope to see even more amazing stuff from you, Jacob. Good job. Amazing.
One thing that was cool with the show, too, is, for those who don't know, in the Mormon religion, I guess it's common to say brothers and sisters in general, but when the guy was introducing the show, he's like, we want to thank all of our brothers and sisters and non-binary
siblings. And
non-binary siblings, that's what it was.
I kind of applauded a little loud, but I was very happy with that, because even most places don't think to do that, so it made me very happy.
I definitely wouldn't, because I'm just uncultured swine, and that kind of thing doesn't cross my mind. I'm trying to be better. Yeah,
it's growth, and they even talk about that in this. They have one of the characters starts to understand more. There's a great scene where it's during the 50 Ways to Name Your Gender, and they're mentioning that she was into the astrology, and it's like,
that was pretty funny.
This at least is proven.
Well, the thing was,
yours isn't.
Yeah,
the astrology isn't.
About the astrology, that was just funny, because she's like, I can't remember all of these different things, and he's like, but you know all about astrology. And she's like, well, it's not my fault that I'm a Gemini, and I can't remember things like this. And then she goes into very specific details about astrology, and then she starts, well, what's your sign? Maybe if you were this, that would explain why you're this way. Kind of thing. And I actually thought, I've said to Kay and my sister as well, that like I can't keep up with all the different pronouns for the different groups, because I just can't. But then there's all these other stupid things that I can remember the details to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah.
Meanwhile, God help me if I can remember half of the zodiac signs. I mean, we had a cousin of yours that was trying to do the Chinese zodiac, and I'm like, I don't know.
Kay's a dragon, by the way.
I am a dragon.
And I'm a rabbit.
I'm a non-bye-bye dragon crab.
Non-bye-bye dragon crab, and I'm a steamed... I'm a steamed rabbit crab.
Yes, but see, at least with the genders, that is proven that there's multiple different genders, which they bring up, and it was cool that they bring up that article. But yeah, they don't just do stuff. Uh-oh. Okay. My audio recording was being a little wonky, but it's also been a sleepy computer lately. But yeah, they don't just like say stuff to say stuff. They actually do back up things. Because during Season of Lies, they actually have Trump's tweets.
Oh my god!
Up there to sort of be like, he said this,
and
he said this.
And they refer to him throughout the show as Pumpkinhead,
which is amazing,
which is fantastic. But there is a part where they're showing some of his tweets, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
you're just oh my god.
Yeah. We also have some other first timers. We have Daisy Allred. She played Kaylee.
The Hispanic girl.
Yes. Let's see, who else? We had Aaliyah Ann was another first timer. We had a couple of people that were in Slack before, but had not done Voyeur. They were Voyeur virgins, like Fiona Hannon. These are all really amazing actors that like.
Everybody did a really good job. Like,
yeah.
Kay and I have she's been to more shows of this than I have, but every show I've been to I thought was great.
Yeah.
This one was probably my favorite, just given the overall message with it. And, they took cheap shots at Pumpkinhead, which I'm not going to complain about at all. But one of the things that was really hilarious, just Mary Poppins was great in that. But I'm slight tangent for those who don't know, in the Mormon religion, they don't really have like a hell. They have what is basically spiritual purgatory, and if you don't convert in life, you get to go there when you're dead and just be preached at until your soul is willing to convert. Yeah. So and they have a great line in there: if you just would have let us convert you on Earth when it was easy, we wouldn't have to go through this. And that just made me laugh. Yeah, there's a lot of things that definitely are better if you understand or are exposed to Mormonism. Sorry, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints-ism. That's a big thing that they talk about in there, because you don't say Mormon anymore. Yeah, it opens up with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir being told that the prophet has determined that their name needs to be changed because they're concerned that Jesus might be upset that they're not saying his name enough when talking about themselves. Yes, and this is not a joke. This was a big deal here. This is very true. So they refer to it as the M word. Yes, the M word. Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Is kind of like with Book of Mormon. If you're in Utah dealing with the majority religion here, then it's even funnier. It's compounded. Yeah. It is compounded in how funny it is. And I think that even people who don't live in Utah and maybe have never even met a Mormon would still find the show funny. Yeah. Really, Salt Lake Acting Company does a great job. Every show of theirs I've seen has been great. Yeah, they were the theater where I saw Bat Boy for the first time. Oh, really? Yes. They always put out amazing stuff, and they're just a great community. Well, they're more of they're a professional theater. They're just they're amazing, and everyone should go see Saturday's Voyeur. Hop on a plane, come to Utah, come see it. Yeah, tweet at us too, at Tone Deaf Musicals on Twitter, and let us know that you're in Utah to come see Saturday's Voyeur at Slack. That'd be great. Yeah, it would. It's just please come see it. Please,
this is not paid, by the way. This is just us, like...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're just gushing over this show. It was so good. I mean, I would keep gushing more, but we had said this was a mini-sode, and this is already edging towards not mini, but...
Well, of course, since I didn't have my laptop and I wasn't taking notes,
and it's okay, because we're not giving away too much. Just, please, if you're in Utah, go see it. Yes, there's coarse language, so probably don't bring children.
Absolutely, there's coarse language. What's cool about that theater, too, is you could bring in alcohol and drink in the theater if you want, if that's your thing.
That's the only reason we didn't record it right after, is because I had a little bit too much wine at the theater.
Just a smidgen.
Yeah, just a smidgen too much, but it was really good. Everyone should come see it. And yeah, that's not it for this week, because we've got another show coming. This is just a little bonus minisode. This is just a little cherry on the musical review Sunday that is our wonderful show, Tone Deaf. Yes. So follow us on Twitter. Rent is coming up Wednesday, so you can listen to that one. And yeah, we'll have more of our plugs in the Rent episode for our social media, as well as for the Podcast Junkie Discord, which will be on our Twitter and also in the podcast description. So please join us there. We have our own room in there if you want to chat with us. We've had some fun conversations with folks in there about different musicals and top 10s and stuff like that. If you join the Podcast Junkie Discord, you also can hang out with folks like the Private Island podcast and Good Morning Guys and Two Guys, One Cone and Bird Brain podcast. Just all of those. Just some really great indie shows that are out there. So... that's it for today, and for this first inaugural minisode, I'm Kay.
I'm Warren.
And this has been Tone Deaf.